For me, what inspired me to start HopeHouse, it was a time when I was working as a volunteer probation officer. I was doing casework with the ministry, and that's where I felt the need for some of our youth to be given a chance to be in a home setting, because their home setting is very poor, and some come from dysfunctional home. Yeah, so that gave me the inspiration to start. So I spoke to the chief probation officer. She encouraged me and she gave me a letter of undertaking that we could work together with the ministry if the brothers agree to start one. On a personal level, my background, I'm a counselor by profession and a family therapist by profession, and so I thought it would be appropriate for me to be in this work to support the ministry of the brothers. I've been 38 years a brother and helping out, mainly working with the less fortunate people. The mission of HopeHouse is basically to have a safe haven for the youth who are in a very difficult situation. It's also to create a very homely environment and conducive for emotional, social and educational development for them. We started by taking in youth from 14 years to 21 years old, and regardless of race, language or religion. We don't take only a specific race or religion. Anyone could come in, and that has been our mission, our ministry all this while. For challenges, I see the recruitment and retention of staff, particularly qualified staff and those who are passionate about working with the youth, the last, the lost and the least, so to say. Sometimes it's not easy for them to take on this role. Sometimes it is qualification is not so bad, but the passion, people must have the passion. They must be able to love the youth that come into our home, especially those youth who have come from a very difficult family background, and they are, they can be very rude sometimes. But again, through no fault of theirs, they were not directing the anger at us. Actually, they were directing the anger at the situation they were in. So people must understand that. But some staff members found it very difficult to accept that. The other challenge, I would say, will be dependence on donation, because donation can fluctuate, and it is crucial for us as a home to have consistent funding for operational stability. So that is very important. Even though we are IPC, we have the IPC status, I think it is difficult to get a consistent flow of donation. Well, I believe people can change, and given the chance for them to come into a setting where we allow them to change and we guide them, we accompany them, so to say, they will change. And I've seen many who have come to our home, given that chance to complete their education, to even start off with basic skill, and they have changed for the better. For example, we have given somebody who's come in with higher standard pass primary 5. He didn't even have a primary PSLE. level of education. So, but yet we told him no, there is still hope. He came in and we put him on the barista course, the coffee barista course. Today we see him a successful barista, earning 1,006, and he's happy. So that has kept me going, to see success in the little things, the smaller steps that people can take and move on in their lives. Yes, I know of a youth who have come from an abusive family background, and he was actually thrown out of the house, literally. Yeah. Well, he moved on in life. His father used to ask him to bring back the money, and the father claimed that he doesn't have enough money to support the family. So the father asked the son, to get himself involved with some easy money along work, right? So he was actually buying a lot and locking somebody's house and threw the key away. Yeah, and of course he was arrested. When he was arrested, he was brought to the father, and he said to me, he was shocked to see the father at 10 a.m. in the morning with 6 bottles of Tiger beer. And he said, my father dared to say that he has no money. So he refused to return home. He stayed with us for a while, and of course, he continued his studies, and eventually he was successful. He cleared his O-levels with 12 points. I remember he went to Temasek Poly, and he cleared Temasek Poly. He was in the army, and he went through accountancy, but never returned to his father. He was very upset and very angry. But he never talked about his mother. So one day I accompanied him to burn Jaws paper at the mother's niche. And of course, being a Catholic myself, I don't believe in that, but to support the boy, I went along with him. And I did that with him. And after that incident where he felt that he was supported, he shared about his mother's suicide with me when he was very young, actually. So that's where he got close to us, and HopeHouse gave him the support all the way. He completed his studies and even his accountancy. And now he is working as an accountant somewhere. Yes, he is married now with a child, and he brought his wife and the child to me. Yeah, and it's important for me to maintain that contact with him. He's doing all right, successful in life. He has come over to share his story on his experience with HopeHouse. Future of HopeHouse? Well, I see that it is important perhaps for us to start reflecting, start thinking about a transition home, whereby this particular home that I'm thinking of, transition home, is for youth who are in their late 20s, after the age of 21, where we cannot put them in HopeHouse and follow the program of MSF. They can be put in this home because they're still not ready for a life of their own. They still need support, the financial support, because they are still either in the army or studying. Currently, I have 5 guys, youth, and all the 5 of them, of the 5, 4 are still studying. 2 in Polytechnic, 1 in NUS, and the other one in NTU. Yeah, so they're still studying. That means they have no family support. Yeah, so we still continue to support them, and I got the relevant authorities to support them in their school fees. That is one. The other one would be strengthening our counselling arms, which I thought we could extend our reach to more youth in crisis. I think more and more youth are in crisis outside, but yet they are old enough so they cannot be put in a children's home or be sent for some kind of help. So the counselling arm would perhaps give them an opportunity to get help or get some direction. And the third point will be, for our future, will be starting a cafe to provide skill-based experience for our youth who have no experience or maybe have not even completed their O-levels or N-levels.
Thank you so much, Brother Collin, and I'm certain that your team will continue to support our youth in Singapore in the very special way that you have been doing. Thank you so much.